Hey guys, and welcome to 3G Video. Today we have an exciting video for you going over my top 10 picks of cars that were at Hot Rod Power Tour 2021. There is one thing that I want to talk about real quick before we get started, and that is I have had a lot of people asking where they can find my photos. I have photos like these, and normally I would say I don't really have a place, but now we do have a place. You can go check out all of my photo galleries on 3gvideo.net. Head on over there after the show. There's a link in the description. Let me know what you guys think. And we're going to go ahead and get started with number 10. Okay, at number 10, we are starting off with a little red Dodge truck. This truck has a slant 6, but it has a Phytech system and a turbo slapped onto it, along with a manual transmission, and it's been lowered. I mean, it has pretty much everything. The only thing is I like big blocks, but it was unique enough that I thought that it should come in at number 10. On to number 9. Number 9, I saw this vehicle first at Indy. That's where they started the leg. I actually got to talk to the owner of it. Beautiful car, or truck, or SUV, because it is a Chevy Suburban that is slammed, and it is very, very clean. It just caught my eye. It was something that was very unique, and I had some people actually comment on seeing it in one of the videos, and they really liked it as well. I thought that it was very unique, and I like unique things, so that came in at number 9. Now at number 8 on our list, we have a Ford. I know I am not typically a Ford guy, but this car stood out to me because it was, 1, immaculate, and 2, it was a race car. This Falcon was absolutely beautiful. I don't know how many pictures I have of it, but I was very blown away by the build quality and just seeing it drive out on the street with its trailer. It was very much a sight to see. So that came in at number 8. So my import self came out just a little bit in this next pick and maybe the pick after it, but I found a red Porsche 911 that I was stunned to see it. There was a couple Porsches there that I was not expecting for Hot Rod Power Tour, but this one was very clean. I like seeing it. It just kind of stood out on the very first day. So I put it in here at number 7. Coming in at number 6, another red car, another import, but from a different side of the world. There was a Mark IV Supra in red, single turbo, 2J. It was just a very clean car. I really liked that car. I saw it all week, and that's why it made it on this list, is just because it was such a clean build, and I really appreciate the Japanese cars of that era. Now, if somebody had an RX-7 of that same era, that might have made the list a little higher, but we didn't. Anyways, there was a Mark IV Supra, very beautiful, very cool car. Okay, now I might be a little bit biased on this list because I am a huge Mobar fan, and yes, the next one is a Mobar. Coming in at number 5, there's a gray 68 Super B. Absolutely beautiful car, big block, with a Pro Charger. Beautiful car, sounds absolutely amazing at idle, and yeah, I just like the fact that it's a Pro Charged big block Mobar, so it made it on the list. Now this next pick is also a Mobar. I was very blown away with the way that it looked. It looked very clean, looked very straight. I am very impressed with it, and it is this swept side Dodge truck. It was, as you can see in the pictures, very clean, and it made it all the way up to number 4 on my list of favorite cars for Hot Rod Power Tour. Okay guys, before we get into the top 3, I want to go over a couple honorable mentions. So first up, we're going to go with a small block swapped Mini Cooper. Now you guys have probably seen that on the internet already, but yes, somebody shoehorned a small block Chevy with a manual transmission into a Mini Cooper. The second car on our honorable mentions list is a very beautiful car, this blue Oldsmobile, really cool build. Reason it didn't make it on the list is it's just a little bit less of my style of car, but absolutely beautiful build. The quality is outstanding, and it is definitely a test of time. He said that he's had it together, I think, for like 25 years, and it still looks this amazing. Next up on our honorable mentions, this car wasn't technically on Power Tour, so that's why it can't really make it onto the list. This was parked in the pits of the drift event, and it's a 3 Series BMW wagon that is slammed. It's beautiful. Last up in our honorable mentions is a beautiful 70 to like 72, somewhere in that neighborhood, Dodge Dart. This thing was immaculate. It was built very well. The only reason that I did not put it in the top 10 is because I like the swap. I definitely like the engine swap. I'm just not a huge fan of the interior because it's just not my style. That being said, it was done absolutely beautifully. It was done very, very well, and I thought it was definitely worthy of at least being shown on this list, even though it's not in my top 10 pick. So let's go ahead and get back to number 3. Number 3 on this list is a blue Chevy 2 wagon that was absolutely gorgeous. Whenever I look at the pictures of this car and I look at just what it is, it just always ended up very high in the list. So that's why it's here at number 3. And we're gonna go ahead and move on to our top 2. Coming in at number 2, I actually expected this car to be number 1 on my list. So they were only at Power Tour on day 1 up in Norwalk, and I'll just let you see it. It's a beautiful car. This build was done at home. It's obviously a Nissan 240Z, all white, absolutely beautiful. This car was actually built for SEMA, and it wasn't able to go last year, and they're trying to figure out logistics if it's going to go or whatnot. There was a different theme for the booth that it was going to be in for this year. However, I wanted you guys to see it. I was gawking over it pretty much all day on the first day. It was beautiful. So without further ado, let's go to number 1. Okay, coming in at number 1. Now, I had a very hard decision to put this at number 1, and the reason I put it there is because I had to go back to my roots and one that I want to have one day. So number 1 is a 1968 or 69 Dodge Dart. This Dart is absolutely beautiful. It has the correct taillights for the ones that I like, and has a big block Mobar, and it's beautiful. It has the right hood. It has everything on my list for a car that I would like to have. The only difference that I would do is I would lower it a little bit and put different wheels on it if it was mine. But this car is beautiful, hands down. I fell in love with it. So those are my top 10 picks for cars at the Hot Rod Power Tour 2021. Keep in mind, these are my picks, my opinion, and also I may not have seen every single car that was at the show. So if you have a favorite car that I do not list in this video, please go ahead and show it down in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you guys, and if you don't agree or if you do agree, let's have a conversation about it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you're doing. Go ahead and subscribe because we're gonna have some more content coming out, a lot more content coming out. Be looking forward to that. Thank you for joining me today, and as always, have a blessed day, and I'll talk at you guys next time.